Oh yeah, it's that time again. It's Apocalypse Tips and List of Pipps time. The time of the day when you learn how you're going to survive apocalypses. We talk about what apocalypses might be coming. We talk about kind of just whatever comes up while I'm talking to my guests. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not just going to yell at you from here. I'm down here in the bunker, obviously. I'm going to talk to some guests about how they've been surviving apocalypse, and then we're going to find out what's up. Did that make sense? I think it did. Way later, I'm going to be talking to a Spartan cheerleader named Hannah. Wow, I'm excited to know what that means. I assume that means she cheers for Michigan State University, but we'll find out. We're also going to talk to the guy who's house sitting my old bunker, Henry Barnes. Stoked about that. And before that, we're going to be talking to a guy who knows shrooms, and his name is Mike. I can't wait to talk to all these guests, but before we do that, well, it's time to play the intro video. Here we go.
Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps is the show that you're currently watching. It's about to start with his amazing guests, and they're gonna tell you how to survive out in the apocalypse. It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps.
Oh yeah, shorter intro. You're welcome. I felt like it was too long. I assume everybody agreed. It's hard to get feedback because there's no like live audience to be like, oh, clearly I can see them sitting through this song thinking to themselves, why is it so long? But I can say to myself, I feel like I'm sitting through a song, and then I'll talk about it and reinforce the fact that it was too long. So now you think it too because I said it. That's called Inception. Obviously, I haven't seen that movie because I only have seen the LSU football Tigers. As everybody knows, look, what am I doing talking about past show lore when I should be telling you about present show lore? I am Lester Pipps, the only world-renowned apocalypse tip man from the state of Louisiana, currently living in Australia. You are listening to a show that's going to tell you how you're going to survive apocalypses by talking about a couple of things at the top and then interviewing some folks who've been to one of my live performances excuse me. I call them lectures because I am a serious educational teacher guy. So I don't call them performances because they're not that. They are lectures. I'm so sorry. I slipped and said a bad word like performances. I hope you're all okay. Anyway, the point is, what's going to happen is we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about how people have been doing. They came to one of my live talks, signed up for the email list, and now they're here. Before we get to all that, though, my publicist tells me it's very important that when people listen to a show, they want to know what day it is. So I'm going to tell you right now, today is April 1st, which is, of course, April Fool's Day. And you might know how April Fool's Day is done back in your hometown or whatever, but let me tell you, down here in the bayou, of course, I'm in Australia right now, but I speak about Louisiana as if I'm still there. Down here in the bayou, it's a little bit different. In New Orleans on April Fool's Day, anybody playing Chicago-style blues instead of New Orleans-style jazz is branded as a fool and cast out in the night. They are not allowed to come back until they wash that off. The blues, not the brand. That's never coming off. In Baton Rouge, you can play pranks on anybody you want, but if they don't like it, you have to wrestle a gator. So be careful. Ask permission first. Consent is huge. And of course, statewide in all of Louisiana, we continue to ignore our massive prison industrial complex because ultimately we are the fools. Now, and I should say problem with the prison industrial complex. People are aware of it for sure. Anyway, why am I getting political today? That's because the world is a political place. Now, I do, as always, have apocalypses to talk about, but I want to check in with the chat before we get into them. It looks like the chat, the show before me might have still been going on when I started, and it didn't let me interrupt them, which is good. But that means if you're watching this show, I don't know if I'm on Twitch yet. And you know what? That's okay. Look, if you're in the Twitch chat, comment anything you want to. I will talk to you. If you're not in the Twitch chat, that's okay. Now, today is another day, which means it's another possible apocalypse. Now, I had a bunch of folks, as always, write to me to ask me questions about how they're going to survive an apocalypse, which happens all the time, and I never have to invent these, and they definitely came from real people. Now, this first one comes from Bryson Tomcat, who asks, what about that asteroid that almost hit us? What would you have done? Okay, great question. So the question is, if an asteroid is going to attack the Earth, how are you going to survive? Well, step number one, get yourself in a bunker, okay? That should be obvious. If you're not watching this show from a bunker, you've already made a mistake. I hope you are. Then if it is going to be an asteroid, most likely what's going to happen is big tidal waves. So you're going to want to have fresh water handy, because there's going to be salt water coming in to get in the fresh water. So like put a lid on your water bottle. Okay, get in the bunker, put a lid in your water bottle, and let's see, what else would be good? Probably find, secure, put it in like a big Ziploc bag that'll be airtight so it doesn't get wet. The recipe to the Popeye's Louisiana spicy chicken strips. That's right. I haven't talked about that on the show in a long time, but that's kind of was my whole thing for a long time. So do that. Okay. My next question comes from T-Boobs Alcott. I don't know who that is. Who asks, can worms get in the bunker? Oh, great question. No. F. Scott Fitzgerald asks, that's crazy. He's dead. He asks, what's more likely, big bad ghosts or meaning aliens? Oh, good question. Okay. So this is actually the thing I wanted to talk about today. All right. People are scared of ghosts. People are scared of aliens. But there's no reason for the two fears to be equivalent, right? Because aliens, like, for sure exist. There's millions of planets. There's no reason to think we haven't seen something from a planet. You know what I mean? Like there's something else out there. There's so much out there. But ghosts, it's like, I mean, if there was ghosts, we'd have seen them already, you know? And you tell me to watch Paranormal Activity all you want, but I just don't think those people is really seeing ghosts. So that's my take on that. If you're in the chat, let me know your take on it. I don't know what's happening on the Twitch. I'm confused. I'm seeing Twitch feed of comments that are not for my show. I don't know. That's okay. We'll just keep going. So, okay. So listen, I talked for a little bit at the top, like I always do. Now I'm going to talk. Oh, somebody responded. There we go. We're real. We're online. Philly and crowd says ghost schmosts. That's what I'm saying, man. Okay, good. Brother Wags says, I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosting. Oh, hey, Brother Wags, listen. I don't want to get confrontational with you right away again. I don't know why every time you're here, I get confrontational with you, but don't be ghosting people, man. That's mean. Unless it's like a situation where you think they are a ghost, then you should ghost them because ghosts is scary. He says, well, and he's right. Ghosting is real, says Karma Art Studio. Okay, I mean, yeah. If you have a ghosting story, I guess you could tell it. I don't have so much a ghosting story as a time I got divorced. Okay, I don't know what that means, but welcome. The thing about raids is when you think about raids and you're thinking about like Mad Max style raids, that's when you get scared. But when you're thinking about Twitch raids, it's like, all right, that just means there's people watching the show. AC Improv says no ghost. Got it. I don't know what that means. AC, Lester, do you think you are more likely to meet a ghost or an alien in your lifetime? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm way more likely to meet an alien, AC. I'm way more likely to meet an alien because ghosts ain't real. Okay, I don't want to harp on this for too long because there are important guests to get to, but I will say, yes, Brother Wags does say, oh, Lester's divorced. Thank you for that. I'm happily married twice now since then. Who caused the divorce? Okay. I don't want to go too much over old show lore, but I will say I, of course, moved into the bunker. My wife said, don't move into the bunker, move into the house, move back into the house, and then like after a year of that, she gave me an ultimatum, either come to Thanksgiving dinner or we're getting divorced. And I had to choose staying in the bunker because I didn't want to get COVID. COVID is up in the air trying to eat our brains all the time. So I got to stay down here. And then, yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, I'm married to 2 women right now. You got to listen to the old show if you want to get an update on that. I can't talk about it. Now, I've rambled for enough time. I'm going to put all the comments I'm seeing up on here and then move on to, Carmard Studio means people chose to support you because you're great. Oh, thank you. Hey, you're great too. I support you. Let me know how I can support you, and I will. From Australia in the bunker. Okay, listen, I've rambled for enough time. We got guests to get to, and I'm so excited about it. Way later, we're going to be talking to a Spartan cheerleader named Hannah, who, you know what, honestly, I don't know exactly what that means. It could be Michigan State. I said that already, didn't I? Huh? It could be like maybe she is from the past and she was like involved in the Athenian War against Sparta. It could be that. Probably not. Before we talk to her, we're going to talk to my house sitter, Henry Barnes. I don't know. He said he had an important update for me, so I guess we'll find out what's going on with my old place. And right now, before all of that, we're going to talk to Mike the Shroom Guy. Mike the Shroom Guy, welcome to the show.
Dude, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, stoked to have you.
By the way, before we get started, I just want to say you're very unlikely to meet a ghost unless you have psychic powers.
That makes sense. You think then that there are psychic people out there who can see ghosts?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
just a flat yeah. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Hey, if it's just a blanket, yeah, it's a blanket. Yeah, that makes sense. Have you seen any ghosts in your lifetime, Mike?
I didn't see them. But I did interact with a ghost in a Michigan diner bathroom.
Whoa! Wow. Because so you was all the way in Michigan. You of course aren't from there. You're from California, right?
How did you know?
Yeah, I just had a feeling when I remembered meeting you that it was in California. So you went all the way to Michigan and you ran into
Yeah,
a
dude.
ghost in the bathroom?
I was there for my grandfather's funeral.
Oh,
and I was in a diner.
Yeah.
And on the front cover, it had a whole story about a ghost.
Oh no.
And I was like, okay, fucking, there's a ghost here, whatever. I went in the bathroom, definitely a ghost in the bathroom.
What was the story about the ghost? Was it one of those ghosts who used to come to the diner all the time and died from a heart attack in a booth because he ate too much meat? Or was it one of those kind of ghosts who we lost track of this kid in the woods one day and then his ghost came to the diner to have a cup of coffee?
They didn't have a very specific story about the ghost.
Oh, okay.
There was no Jenny used to come here. Now we see her at night. None of that. So I don't know. I just felt them, and they messed with the electronics in the bathroom a lot.
Oh, whoa! So the signs were flickering lights and
yeah, and it was I would go for paper towels, and then nothing would happen, and right when I would give up, it would spit one out as I was walking away.
Classic ghost prank. If ghosts are real, that's the kind of pranks I hope they pull.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the soap, the same thing with the flusher. It was very cold.
And it's certainly not just a bad quality bathroom.
Yeah, dude.
Certainly not. Well, no, Mike, you didn't come on the show to talk about whether or not you've seen a ghost, although I appreciate you telling me about that. You said you had something important you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, yeah, dude. I got a zine coming out.
Whoa, what?
I got a zine about mushrooms, poems of mushrooms, pictures of mushrooms, flattened mushrooms.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Now, I know you to be a shroom guy but they're not the psychedelic ones, right?
No, dude. I grow normal mushrooms, and I don't sell them.
No, man. If I remember correctly, you've got a massive portobello farm right under your bed.
Yeah, under my bed, in my closet, in my garage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how's that going? I mean, if you don't sell them, you just use them to make your poetry and your zine? They
are for sharing. I share my mushrooms, and the ladies think it's pretty cool too.
Well, that's kind of a motivation for a lot of things, right? Trying to impress the folks you want to impress.
Oh,
things are going well in that avenue of your life, there, Mike.
Yeah, dude, it couldn't be better.
Okay, well, that's great. Yeah. Do you want to tell us anything about what's going on? Have you been dating somebody in particular recently?
Oh, God. I just went on a 4th date with her.
4th date? That's a big number. Once you pass 3, you're towards something.
I think so. She loves my mushrooms.
That's great. What variety is her favorite? Just those portobellos? I know you have more.
No, she likes my fairy godmother strain.
What's that?
It's just a very nice mushroom. You eat it, and it's everything's fixed for a few hours.
Wow.
It's if you make a wish, it just comes true.
Wow. That's incredible.
I know, dude. It's so cool.
Wait, that's amazing. How many wishes have you had come true on the fairy godmother shrooms?
At least 6.
Whoa. What was the first one like? That first time you realized, oh my God, I'm onto something magical.
Well, I was kind of in a bad time in my life. So I was like, what do I want to do? What do I want to be when I grow up,
Yeah, because I remember you were an aspiring musician.
You don't have to bring that up.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you in a spot where you're feeling like you're being judged. I know that was a past you. I don't dislike the present you by any means.
I am still a cajon player.
A cajon player?
Yes, a cajon.
And that is a if I remember correctly, that's a percussion instrument from South America.
I don't know where it's from, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, just tell me what it is.
It's a box.
Oh yeah, the box. Okay,
Yeah.
the drum box. Yeah,
And there are little metal chains that go up and down the inside of the box.
Well, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah. I'm glad you're still playing, but that was why you were in a bad time, right? Because I remember you telling me when we met way back at an open mic in the California area, which I of course was using to give important updates on how to survive apocalypses, and you were doing your solo cajon performances. But I remember you telling me that you were frustrated because you didn't get in the band, and is that what led you to your first fairy godmother shrooms?
Yeah, dude. So I answered a Craigslist ad that said they were looking for a cajon player. Those never pop up.
No, never. I can't imagine why.
I went, I tried out, and I didn't make it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So then you tried the fairy godmother shrooms.
Then I ate some of my fairy godmother. She was new. I didn't know what she was gonna do. And
I'm sorry, wait a minute. You ate your fairy godmother? Are these aren't mushrooms that grow on the body of somebody who is decaying, are they?
No, dude. No. They grow.
Good. That would have been disgusting. Whoever would have thought of that is crazy.
No, they grow out of soil.
Oh, okay.
And then I eat them. And dude, you're so funny. You're so fucking funny.
Mike, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. I am starting to think that perhaps the shrooms that you eat regularly might be the psychedelic kind, because you're having a hard time stringing some words together into the pattern of a sentence in a story.
No, you're not understanding me.
Okay, try me again. As I understand it, you didn't get into the band. You responded to a Craigslist ad looking for a cajon player. Then you were very disappointed. You didn't get into the band. You went home. You ate some of your fairy godmother, and then
I knew I was gonna be an alien hunter.
What?
Yes, bro.
Oh my God.
Alien hunter.
Wow. I had no idea you were an alien hunter. It seems like the aliens might be interfering with your feed a little bit.
My feet?
Feed. You just a little bit choppy. You gotta tell me about this alien hunting. I mean, did you catch ET?
What are you talking about, dude? ET?
Yeah, aliens, the phone home.
Aliens don't look like ET. Aliens look like, well, we're talking about the blue ones. I can't remember what they're called. Arturian?
Arturians?
Yeah, something like that.
Blue Arturians? Wait, there's multiple varieties of aliens that you've interacted with?
Yeah, bro.
Mike, are the aliens coming to get us?
Oh my God, dude. They've been here. They've been here for fucking, I don't even know how long.
Well, this is mind-blowing. I mean, I know you just as a shroom guy, but to know that you're an alien hunter, you gotta tell me about that. How many times have you interacted with these Arturians?
Well, I interact with them through a medium. So there's this lady I found on YouTube.
Okay.
And you could say we've been on 4 dates.
Oh, okay. So, and by dates, you don't just mean that you've watched her YouTube videos 4 times, do you?
No, dude. We talk on Zoom, dude.
Oh, okay,
We're gonna meet in real life in about a month and a half.
That's great. After you both get vaccinated.
Yeah, dude.
Smart.
Gotta get that sweet vaccine.
So okay, so you met her, and that was how you got into meeting the Arturians somehow.
Yes, I believe that's what they're called.
You said that she's your medium between you and the Arturians.
Yes, and I talked to them through her.
Okay, how does that work? Is that like one of them?
Sorry, dude.
Okay,
I'm having a time.
No, it's okay, man. That's all right. I mean, it sounds like your main diet is psychedelic mushrooms. Is that true?
Mostly, dude. I mean, I grow them. They're around. I have them everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I did think it was strange when you told me about having a portobello mushroom farm under your bed because I was like, I don't think that portobello mushrooms can grow in that environment, but definitely psychedelic mushrooms could. So I think you're just confused as to the difference.
I don't think they're psychedelic. I think they're just a little funky.
I think it's pretty clear that they're psychedelic.
No, dude. And I don't eat anything that aren't mushrooms, okay? Unless it's, greens, bananas.
Sure. Meats.
I love a meat.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll eat. Your diet is pretty much everything.
Totally, dude.
Well, thanks for that question, Brother Wags. Brother Wags asked, what does Mike eat that aren't mushrooms? Great question. That's a great question. We also have a question in the chat from Brother Wags as well. Asks, is Mike poly? Yeah, Mike, are you dating multiple YouTube aliens or just the one?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I think the aliens put you on mute. Uh-oh. Mike. Oh, yeah, you got to plug that back in, Mike. Yeah. You got to plug that back in. Okay. All right. Well, while Mike figures that out, we do have to get to our next guest in just a moment here. Yeah, Mike, once you get plugged back in, I have a question for you. So do that. Before we get to my next guest, I have a question coming to me through my publicist at Ezra Potter on Instagram, at Ezra Potter on Twitter. And this question comes from at KEETEEL. And let me just, got to put that up on the screen here.
I'm back, though.
Mike, you're back. Great. Just in time. Now, this question comes from at Teel, who, looking at her photo, I got to say, Mike, she looks kind of like if instead of drawing a mustache and a beard on and closing your eyes, you just like opened them and smiled.
Like this?
Yeah, kind of like that, but without the mustache.
Okay.
And Teel asks, are you more? Oh, this is right on par with what we're talking about. Are you more scared of aliens or ghosts?
She didn't ask that. I am more scared of ghosts because they sneak up on you. I don't like that. An alien, like I know they're coming. I see them. I register. Oh, that's an alien. Here we go again.
That makes sense. Good answer.
But a ghost is like, huh.
Right. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Mike. Now we do have another guest to get to. I'm very excited about this. My next guest is my house sitter. His name is Henry, and here he is. Welcome to the show, Henry, my house sitter. Henry Barnes, thank you for being here.
Shh. Hey, shh. Hey, Mr. Pipps. Hey, what's up,
Henry? Hi.
What's up? How are you?
I'm sorry. Were you shushing somebody just now?
No. No. Just kind of cough.
Henry, I asked you to house sit the bunker. I asked you to house sit the bunker while I was away.
I am. This place is dope. Did you know that?
I want you to have friends over. That's okay, but you just have to tell me first.
Yo, what's up, dude?
How many friends do you have over?
Dude, it's fucking
straight to the point.
I'll PM you, dude. I'll check your text. I know you, Mike. Mike's dude. I know Mike.
Man,
Mike, dude, Mike.
Well, Henry, look, I don't want to get to the point where I'm like, it's all right if you have folks over. I hope as long as the bunker's staying good and staying clean.
I don't have. I'm doing everything you said. I'm cleaning your house, taking care of your pets. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
got
good.
A little cough. Okay.
Got a little cough.
Yeah,
the
I
thing
have
about
a couple
Australia
questions.
Is there's a lot of different pollens up in the air down here than there was up in the air in Louisiana. So they're getting into my nose different, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I have so many questions, just things I had a couple questions about, like, things you want cleaned, where you want things placed,
Oh, sure, yeah.
There's like a lot of worn out copies of Rupert Holmes' Pina Colada song, a lot of those albums laying around. Do you want me to get rid of a lot of those, or you just want to list like about 50 copies of them?
Oh yeah, that was from my Pina Colada phase when I was drinking Pina Coladas a lot and listening to Pina Colada. This quarantine has been a long year. I went through a lot of phases. At one point, I was absolutely drinking a Pina Colada, listening to Pina Colada all day.
You know that song's about cheating on your wife, right?
It did happen to coincide with my divorce in an interesting way. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a really messed up
I'm sorry,
song.
hold on. There's an important thing to address in the chat. Wisebot says take comedy classes and provides a link. And I just want to say this is not a comedy show. Nobody here needs comedy classes. This is about how to survive an apocalypse, Wisebot. I'm sorry, Henry. That was just important. What were you saying?
No, it's all good. Shh. Guys. So your cat's crazy.
Mike, I don't have a cat.
Oh, really? Oh my God. I didn't know you didn't have a cat. You have a feral cat infestation here.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh no, Henry, that's what you're there to defend the bunker against.
Yeah, no, I thought they were yours. They came up to me. They were like, feed me. And they love EDM.
They do? Wow. I don't know a lot of cats that love EDM, but it makes sense based on your shirt that some would. Speaking of your shirt, AC Improv says that shirt is amazeballs.
Hey,
there you go.
Amazon.
Now, Henry, I gotta know. Well, Brother Wags wants. You know what? I don't want to engage with that question. Henry, tell me a little bit about. I like this like backhanded this battle that me and Brother Wags have every once in a while. It's fun. Henry 420. Whoa, I'm sorry. Your name on screen is Henry 420.
Yeah. Hey, I thought it was funny. I'm not smoking here.
No, I'm sure you wouldn't do that. Yeah, no. I did say the bunker is a no smoking bunker, so it does look like a little bit like you're sucking on a Sharpie right now, and then like pretending to blow off screen. No, that's not what's happening. No. Okay. Well, Henry, I mean, how have things been going around the bunker? Have you ventured outside to see if anything's like piling up outside the front door?
Yeah. Well, so you have so no, like I don't like. There's a lot of junk mail, a lot of bills piling up. I don't know, like a lot of like. Do you want me to send those to you? There's a lot of like.
Henry,
I think
that was the whole job. It was keep cats out of the bunker. Forward me my mail.
Sorry, I'm taking your. I'm on your computer. I hope that's okay. I found one of these divorce.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no,
Ouch.
I signed that a while ago. That's not a send back, is it? Because I sent it doesn't say return to sender.
It's a final notice.
Final notice. Oh no, I sent that in. Okay.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Oh,
okay, yeah.
Gosh.
Would you make sure just resend that for me?
Yeah. But yeah, everything cool. I don't know, man. Like, it's a chill spot. I don't know why you would leave.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like my parents, when they like hyped me up with this gig, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's like, 'cause I'm a professional house sitter. I house sit for the best of them."
Yeah, you had a fantastic ad on Craigslist that I responded to, and I gotta say, now that I'm hearing you talk, you don't sound anything like you did in the ad.
No, it's the power of marketing.
Yeah, wow. I feel like,
do you think
I was told that you had 2 MBAs in house sitting, and that both of them came from Louisiana State University, which of course would be the only one I would respect. And I thought to myself, well, this guy's perfect. He's an MBA in house sitting and a second MBA in house sitting. That's nuts.
Yeah,
he's perfect.
Do you think Coca-Cola tastes the same way it's advertised?
Only at McDonald's. Yeah.
Nah, dude. No, I don't think so, dude.
I guess that makes sense.
It's the power of marketing, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Wow.
I'm a cougar, dude.
Now I have questions for you in the chat. Brother Waggles wants to know if you think you're doing a good job as a house sitter. Do you think you're doing a good job as a house sitter?
Yeah, I mean,
we did have that
from
plan
here
to
up,
check in every week and have you give yourself a grade. Last week you gave yourself an A+, and I didn't fact check it.
I say an A++. Honestly,
yeah.
All your plants are alive. I brought new life here. I mean, those feral cats are thriving. I know they weren't yours, but
I gotta say, I mean, that's like at least
they were severely. No, they were severely underweight. Hey, I didn't know that they weren't yours.
Well,
okay,
they weren't there when you got there.
Agree to disagree, Mr.
How did
Pipps.
they get in? Because isn't the bunker door closed?
Not when I showed up.
The bunker door was not closed when you showed up?
No, I had my homie Todd come through just to check it out, because I was like, I'm not staying there. That place is fucking like bad, like shit, dude. I got other houses to stay at, so I was like, hey, go check it out. Here's the door code. Help yourself. I mean, the only thing he said was like, you got a bunch of canned goods, and I was like, nah, dude, get Hot Pockets or bust. Let's get the fuck out of here. Chipotle bowls and a bunch of Popeyes, like frozen Popeyes, which is fucking weird.
Oh, well, that is kind of like my whole thing is trying to make sure that the Popeyes Louisiana Chickens is making it in the future. So I do have that fully functioning Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen franchise location right there in the bunker.
Yeah, that was something else. I mean, there's one worker here that shows up, like clocks in and out every day.
Oh, my Android is still functioning. That's so good. I was considering turning him off for the when I left, but I did think like maybe he could be making he could stumble onto the recipe.
Yeah,
Henry, listen, I gotta get real with you.
What's up, Mr. Pipps? Anything?
Okay,
hey, I'm
in there. I just need you to tell me.
There's no one in here. There's no one in here. Scout's honor.
That is binding.
That's binding.
Mm-hmm.
Mike would know.
Oh yeah, dude, I was a big Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, I mean, I guess if that's bindingly true, I can go with it.
Mr. Pipps, you got to believe me. I'm here to help. Honestly, anything else you need, Amazon package. I'll tell you this. I've scared off a few porch pirates.
Oh, yeah, no,
there's
really?
these dudes. Yeah, there's these dudes I see. They're like dressed up in brown, and then they come up to your house. I've thrown rocks at them a couple of times. They come in these big trucks, just putting giant packages in their trucks, and I'm like, what? you fucking, like, you scum of the earth, Yeah, wow. It's like they're all like in a gang or something called Ups.
Ups? You mean UPS?
Henry.
Ups.
Henry.
Ups. What?
Dude, those people are wild.
Those fucking people are fucking. We got to do something about that. Somebody's got to call the FBI. Or
I feel like
the side
just delivering packages. I don't think that anyone needs to. Well, Brother Wags has a question for you. Actually, this one's for me. Say it again, even faster. The Popeye shit. Oh, you mean I can say that as fast as I want. But then he asks, is Mike a lawyer? Are you? I mean, your credentials did say you had 2 MBAs and also other degrees that you didn't want to disclose. Are you a lawyer as well?
Maybe. Who?
Mike?
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, what? Henry has the degrees. Mike, are you a lawyer?
Wait, what's going on?
Brother Wag says that you're a stony swindler.
Whoa.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'm not a lawyer, is the answer.
No, you've never been a lawyer. Okay. All right. Well, listen, Henry, I just, we do have another guest coming up soon, but I do want to get to the bottom of this. Is the bunker door open right now?
Oh yeah, dude, it's hot and humid. We're running the AC and getting some fresh air in, so and the cats don't like to stay in; they like to go in and out. What do you?
If the bunker door is open, you're not protecting yourself, or you're not protecting yourself. The whole point is
Okay,
to
if
have
they're not,
huh?
okay, if they're not your cats, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to put them down?
I don't want you to put them down. Oh man, no, don't put me in this corner. I want them out of the bunker
No.
when I get back, but I guess you have to take them with you.
Me? No, I'm house sitting for OJ Simpson next week. I can't. He doesn't. He's allergic to cats.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Okay, I'm allergic to cats too, and you brought cats into my place. But fine, OJ, that's amazing. Have you been a celebrity house sitter this whole time?
Do you not see my Craigslist ad with my website?
I didn't click on the website. I just saw the two MBAs from LSU,
Oh my
and I
God.
thought,
You got it. Click. Okay, you got to go to my website. That's where most of my reviews come from.
Oh, okay.
Go to
Well,
Yelp.co.
hold on. Start that over.
Yelp.co.uk.
Yelp.co.uk. Okay.
UKAY.
Got it.
Backslash Henry House Sitter
Henry House Sitter
42069.
for 2069. Okay. Well, let's try it. Let me share my screen here. Just a second. Let's see what we get.
Guys, cats.
Who is that?
It's cats. These cats are crazy.
Oh, right. Okay. Oops, this is a useless share, but hold on, it's gonna be worth it in a second. Okay, you can't see the URL, but I'll Google it instead. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens.
Yelp. There it is.
I don't think your website.
Dude, your
real.
internet's janky.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess maybe it's different from Australia. Maybe the internet, the results are going to be different in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now I have killer reviews.
I'll just have to trust
reviews. OJ, yeah, Casey Anthony.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa. Do you know for sure what happened with Casey Anthony?
No, because she would have been gone from her house. Come on.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. As a house sitter, you wouldn't know. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, because you're never there at the same time as them, huh?
No.
You weren't like house sitting Kato Kalin's back house during the OJ murders, were you?
Oh, I can't disclose my clients. It's client attorney privilege because I'm an attorney. I gotta. Yeah. Hey, what do you want me to do with this? There's a lot of Before I go, I know you have someone else to get to, and I gotta get a party to get to. I mean, dinner.
Excuse me?
There's a lot of this weird, these weird pictures laying around, like apocalypse. I'd like to call it apocalypse.
That's my dream board. Because see, that was when I left the bunker. Everybody knows I left my bunker in Louisiana the day I got Australian weddinged and moved to Australia, and that was how I got over my ex-wife. But when I was still in the bunker that you're in now, Henry, I was still pining for a future where my ex-wife and I would kiss each other in the post-apocalypse. That's what that picture is.
That's sweet. Dude.
Gotcha. That's okay.
You
So throw it away,
anything
keep
else,
it. It's a little. I don't know. I don't know if I could show it. Honestly, it's like I don't know, Mike. You want to see some fucked up shit?
Did you leave your pornos laying around last night?
Yeah, Mr. Pipps, you love some crazy porn out here.
No, I mean, I every once in a while I'll watch something about a post-apocalyptic world where you are the last man alive and all the women want to be involved with you, kind of like Will Forte in that show I obviously haven't seen. But that's not so weird.
Okay, dude.
Did you have one more picture?
It won't load, so
no. Okay.
I'll see if I can
that's
find
totally
it.
fine. We do have another guest to get to, but before we do, I have a question coming to me from Paul Heredia on Instagram. Who I'm looking at him and it's kind of like, yeah, if you just instead of wearing that hat, you were not wearing that hat, you'd look kind of like him.
Hot.
Interesting. He wants to know. He wants to know: are you more scared of aliens or ghosts? Oh, that's weird. It's the same question.
No, he didn't.
That's crazy. I'm gonna say ghost aliens, right? They gotta exist.
Whoa, that's another level. That's another
Yeah,
level.
like-
Well,
Yeah, like other dimension aliens.
Yeah,
okay.
for
Oh.
sure. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, there you go. We do have another guest to get to, so let's get to them right now. Thank you for that, Henry. I hope my house is going to be okay. My next guest is a Spartan cheerleader named Hannah. That's all I know. Let's say hi, Hannah. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's
Whoa.
That's
Do
an
you sound
alien.
like a robot all the time?
not all.
Is it just to me? Henry, Mike, are you
No,
able to
it's-
hear Hannah properly?
No, she
I
sounds
can
like
hear-
a robot, dude.
Whoa. That's okay, Hannah. Just turn your mic off and turn it back on, maybe.
Classic IT guy.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Whoa, you sound robot.
1 second.
Cool. Okay.
Okay,
Just
well,
leave the call and come right back.
Cool. Okay, while we wait, I found another picture of your stash, Mr. Pipps.
What? Oh my god.
What's wrong with you?
That's just look, I mean, sometimes you got to think to yourself like definitely, yeah, thank you. Sometimes you got to just think to yourself like what's the craziest thing that I might be into? And then you have to find out, like you got to take the risk to find out what's true. And it turns out for me, I'm way more into just kissing my wife.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
man.
shame. Hey, there's no shame.
Yeah, no shame at all. Hannah, welcome back to the show.
Is it working now?
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, good. No, I don't sound like a robot most of the time.
I thought that could have been a cool affect if it was intentional, but then I thought maybe it's not intentional. I better mention it.
Not today. Did I sound like a very scary alien or something, or what?
I mean, to me, it sounded like maybe like a ghost possessed a robot and the robot was from space.
Yay.
Wow.
Don't really
But
like
that's not what you're here to talk about. You're here to talk about you. You're a Spartan cheerleader.
I am, yeah.
That's cool. I imagine this year has been challenging for cheerleaders since there's not as much to cheer for.
It's very challenging. It's very hard to keep the teen spirit alive, and there aren't any games going on, and no one wants to see anybody cheer anymore. So I'm just trying to keep my spirit together.
Wow. That's challenging. What have you been doing to achieve that? Did you find any cool shows on Netflix?
Well, actually, I've started my own Zoom show all for cheerleading inside your house.
Oh my God.
So
Well, that's
it's a whole
genius.
Zoom. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we're just trying to get more people. So I'm here to promote it and get more people to come to it. Mike and Henry 420, you guys should come sometime.
Dude, I'd love to. I was a cheerleader in high school, dude.
Really?
Yeah, the
That's
back
amazing.
spot.
That's amazing. That's so fun. But show me one of your cheers. Do you remember anything?
Sure, dude. 6 more. 6 more. Come on, Knights. Let's up that score. I don't know. It's just a little something,
That's amazing. Oh my
Love-
God. I loved
Sure.
it.
Wow.
It's so great to see people here again. I love just bringing the spirit together.
Yeah. I feel
was
that.
Mhm.
Is that the kind of thing that you teach in your class? Do a move like that to make yourself feel better?
I want everybody to feel as best as they can. So sometimes it doesn't need to be a cheer. It can just be participating, because what's cheerleading without an audience, you know?
That makes so much sense. Yeah, absolutely. I do like a Zoom class on this topic sounds like it would be difficult, because a lot of like cheerleading, as I remember it, is like one person like throws somebody up in the air and then they spin around all crazy, and you're like, well, that's a lot of spins in the air, and then they land, but they get
We
caught.
do require a
So it's like,
trampoline for the Zoom class.
really?
Yes.
Whoa. And I imagine you've been having a lot of people sign up for this, because cheering is something people like to do.
We have a good amount of people. I mean, it could always be more, it does cap out sometimes. You know, it varies. It varies. Some people are, you know, all the people in Florida are cheering already. So we've kind of lost that crowd. So we're just trying to bring in more people from other places. Texas and Florida aren't coming anymore. So
Texas and Florida aren't cheering anymore?
well, they're open. Their states are open.
I see. You mean they're not cheering with you on Zoom anymore?
No.
That's tough. I mean, I imagine, as I understand it, the way cheerleading works is it's really popular in Texas and like kind of popular everywhere else in the country.
The Texans are very competitive. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Little too.
I always think of cheer as football, if that makes sense.
Well, that's fair, but we cheer for all sports.
True.
I
What
love
do you have?
cheering for golf personally.
You like cheering for? Sorry.
Golf.
Golf. Oh, golf cheerleader. You do a lot of. What's a golf cheer look like?
Well, you just go to the matches, and we like to stand on near the green, and we just. Sometimes we'll have pom poms, and we'll just do a light shake. You don't want to go too crazy. Just a little, just the touch of the two pom poms.
I remember being in a golf match once where there was a woman in the crowd going like, GOLF, golf is the sport we're playing. Now we're gonna do it better, and then you'll hit the ball in the hole. And I thought to myself, that didn't rhyme, and the dance was kind of just like holding your hands up here like this. So it wasn't that good, but I imagine you have something better than that for golf.
Well, she definitely didn't train with me. No, we like to do little palms, and we'll have signs. And sometimes we'll take the golf balls and we'll just throw them into like a lake or a pond or something like that. And if anybody gets too rowdy, you just take a ball and you just throw it at them. And then everybody always clears.
So it sounds to me like you are going to golf matches and interfering completely.
No, not at all.
Because you're taking the golf ball off the green and throwing it in the water. And then when people get upset with you, you're throwing balls at them?
I take extra balls with me.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what I said was not true. Okay, got it. Do you feel like golf people are into that?
I think that golf is an amazing sport, and I do think that it's a sport. I believe that it's now going to be in the Olympics, which is amazing as well.
Oh, Henry, are you laughing at the concept of golf being a sport?
No, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it is a sport. It's just funny that you're saying it's going to become a sport. That's funny.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it already is a sport.
I know it's a sport.
Right?
I'm saying it's going to be a sport in the Olympics.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Sorry.
Now, Brother Wags in the chat wants to know if there've been any injuries in your Zoom class.
We've had a couple of injuries, yes.
Oh no. What happened?
Well, unfortunately, injuries are just part of the sport, and they just happen.
I mean, that makes sense. Are you teaching like young folks, or are you teaching old folks, or are you teaching people of the middle age?
All sizes are welcome. I do have a couple of grandmothers in class. I have a couple of young kids. We try to start with the basics, but sometimes people want to jump in and they want to do more. We have had a couple of broken wrists, ribs, legs.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about a particular class member who I would call geriatric, but you said just seemed a little bit old, who punched holes in his own walls trying to do the moves with you.
Yes, Edward. Yeah, that was. You know what? His spirit was in the right place, and he was ready to perform, and he was ready to go. Unfortunately, he did break both of his hands and was on bed rest for several months.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Do they have to keep paying for the class?
When you sign the contract, yes. My contract is for at least 4 months. So he did unfortunately have to pay. We did not tell him to punch the walls. I think he just got so riled up in the moment and so excited. I mean, it's so exciting. And, we had the Super Bowl on in the background and we were cheering, and it just, I think, got away from him. Accidents happen, though. You know,
For sure,
what's
yeah.
important is that you get up after the accident and you continue. And Edward actually is planning on rejoining us in class very soon.
Oh, that's exciting.
Nice.
I'm so glad he recovered. Now,
Me too.
Do you remember the set of moves that he was trying to follow that caused this to happen?
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad you remember it. I would like to see it, yes.
Okay. It was rah, 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 rah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like that.
And he just got off balance and kind of like spun a little bit. So at this part, he was walking into a wall.
Exactly. That's our Wildcat cheer. If you've seen High School Musical, it's actually based off of High School Musical.
Oh, wow. Now,
It's my favorite movie.
yeah, because of the cheering?
Yeah. Because of the everything. I mean, it's High School Musical, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll never be over
It's-
that movie.
Really,
It's not
Mike?
Bring It On.
Mike? Bring It On does not recognize cheerleading as the sport that it is. Why
In
don't
what
you watch
way?
it here on Netflix and come talk to me?
Oh, whoa. Okay. Hey, Hannah, listen. I know that there've been some violent acts in your class, but I want you to know this isn't a place where you have to get violent, okay? We're not coming at you about cheer.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's the hardest sport I've ever done, dude.
Thank you, Mike.
It's really physically demanding and intense and competitive.
Very competitive.
Well, because you went to nationals, right, Mike? When you were cheering in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Mike, that's incredible.
We came in third.
Congratulations! That's so exciting.
No, dude.
Oh no, you were disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Yeah,
be
it was-
number one.
Yeah, hand in nose.
Hey.
Yeah.
I was going to tell Mike I have a cajon.
Oh no, dude. Yes, dude.
Whoa. I mean,
Play it.
I feel like we're coming up on the end of the show here. Now
Come
that we have a
over.
canon,
Mike, Hannah, come over.
Hey, Henry, it's okay to have a party in my bunker. You just have to tell me.
I'm not.
I'm not one of those.
No.
I'm not one of those house owners who, when their house sitter is home alone, I expect them to just be like sitting in bed, watching TV, going to bed. You know?
I would never, Mr. Pipps.
Okay. Well, listen, we're coming up on the end of the show here, and I see we have a cajon, and we have a cheerleading instructor, and we have a cheerleader, and we have me who will go along with anything. Could we come up with one apocalypse cheer to go out on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to give you a little bit of time to think of it, Hannah. So while we're doing that, Mike, I want to come back to you and ask. We're gonna do this, but real quick, Mike, is there anything that, like, as a human being, you think like my audience needs to know? And while you're thinking about that, also, is there anything you want folks to find on the internet?
Yeah, dude. You can find Teel at the bottom. She looks like me, I guess. But tomorrow the Stoner Chicks podcast comes out. So find the Stoner Chicks podcast wherever you get podcasts. If you like cannabis and comedy, it will be the one for ye.
Ooh.
That's exciting. Okay, great. Henry, I see you've got the cajon ready, but same question for you. Anything that you want folks to find on the internet? Any last words of advice?
Yeah. Oh, dude, follow this really interesting fella right there at Heredia on Instagram. I think they post at least some funny sketch every week. They also do this show called Fake News Comedy. I think it's at 8 tomorrow, maybe 9.
It's either at 8 or 9, but it will be at 9 going forward. So let's say 9.
But they also have a TikTok, so follow that, Fake News _comedy on the TikTok.
Yeah,
and
which
if
there
you're
should
looking for
be.
some, if you're looking for some, guys, shh. If you're looking for a, fuck, I forgot, a Twitter thing, because we're covering all the social medias. Upcoming Oreos on Twitter.
Upcoming Oreos. Yeah, let me write that up so people can see it. This is worth following for sure. If you want to know what Oreo flavors that are very real and are coming, at upcoming Oreos. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that, Henry. Now, Hannah, we got to get to the cheer. But before we do, I have a question coming to me from at Jennings Rice on Instagram, who I got to say pretty much looks exactly like you. Like,
It's my twin sister. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
She doesn't cheer, but we still love her.
Well, everybody has their flaws. Now, what if you were to say one piece? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm okay. Jenny Rice asks, "Are you more afraid of aliens or ghosts?" This is crazy. Why is everybody asking?
No, she didn't, dude.
More afraid of ghosts or aliens? I think I'm more afraid of ghosts. I don't want to be haunted. Think about it. The only thing I'm really afraid of with spirits is not having any team spirit, to be honest with you. That's the only spirit I'm really afraid of. But sure, ghosts. Why not? Let's go for it.
Well played. Well, Hannah, before we get to this very important, I'm hyping it up too much. I just want to say all the things that are on this screen right now, at Ezra Party or on Instagram, at Lester Pipps, wherever, at fake news _comedy. That's what I want to plug. Cool. Okay, so Hannah, let's do this thing. You want to lead us in a cheer?
It's very easy, you guys. We're going to go chew, shoo.
Chew. Okay.
Ready? All counts. I'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Chew.
Chew.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the whole cheer. All right. Well, in that case,
went simple this time, everybody. We went simple. You got to pay for the Zoom class if you want more complicated cheers.
That makes so much sense. I'm not
going to give out my free stuff. Okay. Sorry.
That's smart. You know what I did? I did a cardinal sin of asking somebody to do their job for free, and I'm so sorry. Cardinal sin. Speaking of sin, I'm kidding. There's no sin involved. Let's watch the end of the show, which means what I'm trying to say is it's the time of the show where it ends at any random point in time.
That was the show. Now it did it. You know how to survive an apocalypse. So now we're gonna talk about saying thank you to you. Thank you for watching the show, and thank you to these guests for doing the thing for you tonight or today. And also thank you to the Pack Theater for hosting. Now it's time to say, get out there, survive, and make humanity proud.
You can find the show at Lester Pipps on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can also find all the video archives on EzraParter.com/